All right. We've already talked a lot about terms, like terms, unlike terms, exponents, things like that. So hopefully this won't be too much of a jump. But let's say I wrote down this 5 cubed. There's some names that you should know here. Okay? This 5 is called a base. The 3, as you know, is called an exponent. Alright? And this entire thing right here, 5 cubed, is called a power. Those are just some words for you to know, okay? Now, let's see, is there any other? Yeah, let's do this one. If we had 3x squared, remember, this whole thing is called a term, right? The 3 is called a coefficient. All right? The x is called the variable because it changes. We don't really know what x is. And the 2 is called the exponent. Okay? Hopefully that's enough information for now. Let's see what else we need to do here. Okay. We're going to do something called substitution. So imagine you had something like this. X squared plus x to the third. And then it said on a question, if x equals 2, determine the value of this expression right here. So if x is 2, determine the value of this expression. So what you do is you just throw the 2 in wherever you see the x's and put it in brackets just to make it nice and clear. Okay? So instead of an x, I put the 2 there. Then I put the plus sign. Instead of the x, I put the 2 again. This times it's cubed. By the way, 2 squared is like 2 times 2. That's 4. This one is 2 times 2 times 2. Be careful, it's not 2 times 3. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So the final answer is here, if we evaluate this expression, or substitute in x equals 2, we get 12. 12 is our answer there. Okay? By the way, on a calculator, you can ask me if you're not sure how to do squared or cubed on a calculator. Sometimes the button looks like this. Sometimes the button looks like this on a calculator. Sometimes the button looks like this. These two types of buttons will help you get exponents on your calculator. So let's erase this right here. Let's erase that stuff. And then just put something else here, just to see if you could go with me through this one. What if x equaled -2? Yikes. It's a little bit different than before. You might need your calculator for this, you might not. Anyway, remember the deal? You put brackets where you see the x's, and you put in this. You substitute in this wherever you see the x. So let's do it. -2 squared. Hope you don't mind me going up at an angle like this. It's kind of crazy. Plus -2 cubed. So -2 times -2, you can do it on your calculator, or you can just remember that 2 negatives makes a positive. So you end up getting 4, just like in the last example. But this one's going to be a bit different here. -2 times -2 is 4, and 4 times -2 is -8. You can do it on your calculator to see if you're doing it right. Remember the buttons I told you about? If you're not sure, ask me. But anyway, put these two together. 4 plus -8. Well, how do you do that? Well, remember, if you have a plus and a minus sign, remember the minus sign usually wins out. I don't know if you remember learning it that way, but or you could. It's just like saying 4 minus 8. And if you take your calculator, you can verify this, but you end up getting -4 as your final answer. Okay? And that's how you substitute in a number for the variable x in this case. They could use whatever variable they want. They could use y, z, LMNOP. It doesn't really matter. But that is how you substitute, okay? you will get a question like this on your quiz, so please rewind this and listen to it again if you're totally confused. Make sure you ask me too. That's what I'm here for. Take care.